Shift us to the main event, the reason you're all here. And this is really going to be a pleasure to make this introduction. So since the incorporation of our city in 2003, the mayor has been the speaker at the first Rancho Cordova Luncheon of the year. So you today not only are part of that 65th celebration, but you are part of a bona fide Rancho Cordova tradition. And then we bring this journey full circle in November when Madam Mayor will certainly be joining us again for the delivery of the State of the City address. So it's kind of fun to hear what she has to say today, and we'll see how it all came out when we get to the end of the year. At about the same time this tradition was being established, Siri Pulipati was just moving into the city of Rancho Cordova. Think about that. I've had a sneak peek at her presentation, so I'm gonna let you tell her more about her family and her background. But here's a couple of kernels to get you thinking before she comes up. First of all, Mayor Siri grew up in India, which makes her the first foreign-born mayor of our city. There's a first. How about that? God bless America. She's an engineer. She attended Sac State and has lived in Rancho Cordova since 2002. I hope she was here in time to vote for her cityhood, which was, she's nodding yes. That was the year we voted ourselves a city. And she's the first woman of color and the first Indian American to serve on the Rancho Cordova City Council. So there's a lot of firsts there. Mayor Pulipati's background is in engineering, but she's also been a realtor and she's taught the graduate program at Sac State. And today she works for a top Fortune 500 company in the semiconductor industry. What could that be? In Rancho Cordova, the mayor's job doesn't stop at presenting at the Rancho Cordova Luncheon or city council meetings. The mayor, and all city council members for that matter, serve on numerous councils and boards across the region, representing us Rancho Cordovans in all these different places. And Mayor Siri is on a bunch of them, ranging from the Folsom Lake Council on Philanthropy to the Rancho Cordova Technology and Innovation Committee. So it's very broad and very robust when you're the mayor of Rancho Cordova. So I'm thinking from the size of the audience, and I do think JR is going to be walking around clicking to see if we hit a new record today.
150.
But what's that?
152.
Okay, we have to have a drum roll.
Yeah.
We have hit, I'm sorry, David Sander, this is going to break David Sander's heart. He held the record at 151. Today we are 152. Congratulations, you're helping us set a new record at the Rancho Cordova Luncheon. And if David is crying, please comfort him wherever he is. Oh my goodness. David is, by the way, the president of my organization, so can you imagine how hard that was for me? Okay, but from the size of this audience, there's a lot of interest in what you have to say here today. So please welcome, let's make it big and loud and boisterous in Rancho Cordova. Please welcome Siri Pulipati, the mayor of Rancho Cordova.
Everyone, welcome to the first Cordova Community Luncheon of the year. First, I'd like to wish everyone a happy 2025. We are now 21 years old, and you guys and adults have elected and appointed your very first woman of color mayor. It's great to see so many of you here today. And I would like to really say cheers to 2025.
Cheers.
You know, I'm truly honored to serve as the mayor for Rancho Cordova. We have the newest council member, who's not here today, Joe Little, with our veterans, Linda Budge and David Sander. Thank you for being number 151, because if you were two, because if you didn't show up, I wouldn't be able to break that. Thank you, David. geologist, Gatewood, we have an amazing council this year and we're looking forward to a fantastic 2025. Now, today, before I talk to you about the amazing initiatives that are taking place in our city, I thought I'd share a little bit about my personal journey, about how I got to this moment, a moment that is really special to me. I'd like to share with you a family photo. This is a snapshot of what many might call a typical South Asian family. 2 loving parents, that's my brother by my side. Both my parents, well, this is a photo of a South Asian family, but this is a photo behind this is a story of resilience, of power, of love that I want to talk to you about. Both my parents, they hold master's degrees. My father in finance and my mom in education. In South Asia, boys are given first preference. They're encouraged to do whatever they want. They're pampered. While girls were expected to be demure, respectful, be helpful around the house. But both my parents, they broke these molds. And I'm here today because of them. My parents worked hard to give me and my brother a best life possible. But as a dark-complexioned girl growing up in Southeast Asia, I heard a lot of comments about my appearance. Well-meaning relatives and friends would always tell my mother, she's never going to find a good boy to settle down, because that's a big deal. Girls have to settle down. She has to tone down. How is she going to settle in life? Now my mom, she never let me be burdened with those words. And my dad, he never let me believe them. So many people always told this. And then, my dad, he never treated me any differently than my brother. Every opportunity that my brother had, I had. Everything that my brother got, I got. And it wasn't and every time I asked him for anything, he always said yes. The answer was always yes, and it wasn't just about saying that. It was instilling in a belief that I was capable of anything. That belief gave me the courage to dream boldly and to pursue a master's degree in electrical engineering, one of the most male-dominated fields, and to move across the world all by myself to do it. My dad, he gave me the confidence to believe in me doing my best, and he taught me a mantra that I live by to this day. Don't let the perception of others become your reality. So when I landed in the US all by myself in a new country, I was nervous, yes, but I was also ready because my dad's voice was in my heart. Don't let somebody else's perception of you become your reality. And these words became my mantra. They became my compass, guiding me through every challenge, every doubt, and every moment that I felt like I didn't belong. They fueled me to persevere and succeed in a space that was not built for people like me. And they shaped me to be the person that I am today. After finishing my master's, I got married to my college sweetheart. And next year we celebrate our silver jubilee, 25 wonderful years together. We settled in Rancho Cordova, a city that was vastly different, like Shelley said, decades ago. I began teaching electrical engineering part-time at Sac State, but life had other plans for me. We bought a house and I ventured into real estate. A plot twist, I know. But, that's me saying yes, everything that comes my way. I became a top producer in real estate, and for several years I did that. But eventually I found my way back to my roots, and I joined Intel, where I worked as a technical marketing engineer. This was a perfect blend of my engineering background and the marketing skills that I'd honed during my real estate career. Through all of this, Rancho Cordova became home, and my family, my anchor. Now, you might be wondering, how does an electrical engineer turn technical marketing, turn part-time faculty, and a mom of two? How does she get into elected office? Now this one is simple. Community. When I was really active in the community, and every time I was volunteering, that always brought me joy. And over time, that passion grew into a calling that I had to serve on a larger scale. And when the opportunity to run for office presented itself, I said yes. I said yes because I believed in Rancho Cordova and the incredible potential for the city. And I believe I could make a difference. As an engineer, a mom of two, and a community volunteer, my focus this year is clear. Supporting our community through technology and youth innovation. In 2025, I will lead Rancho Cordova with a vision of progress and sustainability, working to make our city smarter, more connected, and more prepared for the future. By investing in technology, empowering our youth, and prioritizing sustainability, we can build a Rancho Cordova that not only thrives today, but will thrive for generations to come. Now, in November's State of the City, Councilmember David Sander talked about it, and you received a comprehensive update of what's happening in the city. But today, I'd like to talk to you about a handful of initiatives that I am interested in. So here are the 5 initiatives I'll be talking to you today. 1, building a smart and sustainable city. 2, strengthening our neighborhood connections. 3, innovation and economic growth. 4, championing youth and education. And 5, safe, healthy, and vibrant communities. The first is how we build a smart and sustainable city. Rancho Cordova is forging the way with infrastructure advancements such as green energy initiatives, smart technology integration, and sustainable urban planning, positioning our city as a forward-thinking and eco-friendly one. Take, for example, our stormwater program. Our city has made repairs on culverts, which are pipes that have waterways that flow under the roads. And we use the latest technology which avoids costly excavations, closures, and night work. This also would reduce traffic disruptions. Now, 2 culverts under Sunrise Boulevard were severely damaged. We used the latest cutting-edge centrifugally cast concrete coating on the inside of the pipes to repair them. And doing this reduced the time it would take, was less expensive, and finished faster. That's not all. This summer, we will be breaking ground on a bridge that not only serves as a north-south connection over Highway 50, but will be a destination and arts experience. The bridge better connects our business, park to retail, residential to the river, and it offers a safer mode of travel for those wanting to bike, walk, and get this, scooter their way, roll across Rancho Cordova. And speaking of those that want to walk, bike, and roll in Rancho Cordova, we have embarked on a general plan update, which is a 20-year forward look and how we're planning our city. And we have the active transportation plan, which is a 10-year forward look of how we move about in our city. In 2024, we invited you to be a part of this conversation, and we're doing the same in 2025. And I would really like to request you to join in these conversations, because these are really important as we plan our city. We would love to hear your thoughts on this. Next, I'd like to talk to you about strengthening neighborhood connections. The importance of community connection is, our city has so many important programs that celebrate Rancho Cordova's diversity, promote cultural exchanges, and increase accessibility to community resources. This is for all of our residents. Let's see, for example, a community enhancement and investment fund. Now, these grants, funded by 2 half-cent voter-approved sales tax, enable Rancho Cordova to far exceed offerings that our city has compared to our neighboring cities. And last year, my colleagues and I awarded 61 grants to community organizations, to events as diverse as Summer at City Hall, the Kiwani's Book Buddies vending machine. Maria was really sure that I had to say this, Book Buddies. And the Rancho Cordova Pal Outdoor Adventure Club, as well as our fur baby friends, the Whisker Warriors. The city also awards microgrants for neighborhood-based and community-based efforts that promote diversity, as well as cultural and civic leadership, that are all designed to strengthen community connections. You don't have to wait for that once-a-year CEIF friends anymore. You can apply for these microgrants anytime during the year. And these funds run from $500 to $5,000. And some examples that you see here are the ACE Academy, that is designed to empower youth to a career in aviation. That was a really fun one that I went to, the Sudanese Cultural Day. I promote Sudanese culture, and there was a lot of yummy food and great dancing at that event. The other one that you see on there is the FCCP Heritage Day. That was also a very fun, there was a harvest festival, and that was also a really fun event. So I'm really excited to announce that this year, we're expanding the microgrant program to offer even more opportunities for community connection. Celebrating diversity in Rancho Cordova is one of the many reasons why our community of over 82,000 residents is so strong and vibrant. Have you been to the iFest? This is one of the programs that came out of the leadership program. If you have not, you should join in the leadership program. The one that came out of my charter was the Spring Service Day. So if you have not, please join the leadership class. Okay, going back from the pitch. We celebrate diversity both internally and externally. Internally within our staff, we've had the Pride Ride and Walk. We had the Juneteenth commemoration, a hands-on museum experience for Native American History Month, a lunch and learn for Hispanic History Month. The learning never stops here in Rancho Cordova. Next, let's talk about innovation and economic growth for a moment. Our city is on the cutting edge and is known in the region as a hub for technology and business. Our city has 3,500 businesses and employs over 65,000 people. We are attracting new industries, supporting local entrepreneurs, and expanding workforce development programs tailored to future industries. Now, this effort is growing with our city's new economic development strategic plan, which was just finalized. The collaborative effort, created in concert with business communities, is an intentional plan that was based on data. That is really important to me. It was based on data. And it's designed to leverage Rancho Cordova's assets to attract and retain businesses. Look at some of the businesses that joined us in 2024. And they keep coming. One of the ways we attract and retain businesses is by ensuring the city is workforce ready. In partnership with the Chamber of Commerce and the Talent Pipeline Project, we are investing with local companies and universities to build a skilled workforce that is ready to be employed. Part of being innovative on the economic growth front is keeping up with and anticipating new trends. We have many great examples, and one of them is the emerging business trends like co-working. We have spaces like Regis and Frequency co-working, and amenities like these are the ones that encourage people not just to work here, but also to live here in Rancho Cordova. Part of being future ready is championing youth and education. As you know, that's an effort that is so near and dear to me. And our city prioritizes education with initiatives to enhance education and expand after-school programs, with free offering in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, and, David, arts. So, STEAM. And we really put our money where our mouth is, especially with the Rancho Cordova Youth Center, offering free programs to youth who live or go to school here in Rancho Cordova. You see that beautiful new center that is called RCYC. With these provide mentorship opportunities, positive connections with law enforcement, sports, and parents get this, homework help. Our city created RCYC with every single child in Rancho Cordova has access to the tools for success. We want to help create successful children, to give them the tools so they can make their way in this world. But we are facing a mental health epidemic nationally, and we have to watch out for our kids. It is the responsibility for all of us, for you and me. So today, I would like to issue a challenge to all of you. Be a champion for our kids. Look for ways to make a positive difference in the lives of our kids. And to help you with that, we have many volunteer opportunities. Here's a QR code, and if not, we can always send you the link to sign up. Next up, we have our environment. How do we create and support safe, healthy, and vibrant communities? What is our city doing to ensure that residents feel safe, stay healthy, and have access to spaces that enhance their quality of life? We have a lot to celebrate on the public safety front here in Rancho Cordova. The city just launched its new real-time information center, which allows RCPD to stay ahead of emerging threats and to better protect our city. Phase 1 includes the city's fiber network and traffic cameras, as well as drones and marked cameras, trailers. The Real-Time Information Center acts as a hub for all of these tools, allowing officers to review information after an event and monitor situations in real time. As Councilmember David Sanders said in the November State of the City, crime is down. We have seen significant year-over-year decreases in every major category. 10% reduction in robberies, 5% reduction in aggravated assaults, 35% reduction in burglaries, and 6% reduction in property crimes. This is incredible, guys. And I'd like to thank a hardworking team at RCPD for their commitment to the city and for working tirelessly. Now, you can stand up for this one. Working tirelessly to keep our city safe. The RCPD team also is monitoring for mail theft, which is on the mind of our residents here and region-wide. And soon, we will be posting about the latest arrest that they have made. We have so many recreational areas, so many businesses near the Barrel District and the Cap Village, over 30 with more openings soon. So many, so that the Sacramento Business Journal recently wrote an article about this trend. These businesses involve, and bear with me, volleyball, swim, cheer, badminton, canoe, kayaking, soccer, cheer, Pilates, yoga, and every form of martial arts that you can imagine. And we hopped on the latest trend. Anybody pickleball? Yeah. We have the latest, we will be having the indoor pickleball facility pretty soon. Okay, now to wrap up. Let's have some fun this year. I'd like to announce my fun mayoral activity for 2025. Please join me in a game that's designed for you to get to know our city better. And it's called Mayor's Monthly Bingo Card. This is one of those activities that I thought, because if you want to get your kids out, you have relatives from out of town, you have friends from out of town, and they're like, what does your city have? Here you have the bingo card that you could go, on a weekend or any time in the month. And you get to get some really cool city swag once you finish the bingo card. So challenge yourself in 2025 to visit these key places in Rancho Cordova. And once you finish them, you can earn free city swag. This fun activity will start on Jan 31st, and it will be available on our city's website and the social media channels. Finally, I'd like to say what an honor, truly, what an honor it is to be your mayor this year. I'm excited to focus on technology and you, and seeing these important efforts through the lens of building an even smarter, more sustainable Rancho Cordova. And I'm especially proud to represent Rancho Cordova, a place with heart, a community that cares, and a city that is creating ripples of positivity in this region and beyond. With everything that's going out in the world out there, I'd like to say, if you can be anything, be kind.
Mayor Siri says she will be happy to take a few questions, so let's have at it. Who's got a question for the mayor? Here we go. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, as you know, I'm Rosanna Herber from SMUD, and I love that one of your goals is sustainability. I'm charging my electric vehicle in the back there. Finally was able to get a lease that was low enough. It is expensive, but I'd like to hear how you see the city becoming more sustainable and taking more steps at going green.
I think it starts with us. We start at home. In fact, we have started with putting our green waste in a separate bin. So we've given each of our residents here in Rancho Cordova a separate green waste bin that you can put on your kitchen countertop. We started with that. We're starting with electrical cars for our city transportation. And I think even our school is going to go with electric buses pretty soon. So I think that's a start that we have, and we have a lot more that we're thinking of.
Who else? Question for the mayor.
I am so, we have a question.
I'll ask a question. Hi, my name is Ingrid Roston, and I would like to hear about how we are working to attract new industry, AI, for example. What kind of industries are we? When we looked at the map of the new businesses, most of them were food, which I love. But what other industries are we going after?
That's an awesome question. So last year, a delegation of us went to Korea with Councilmember Sander, where we went and talked to fabulous companies so they could come and invest in our city. We also have the Thailand Pipeline project, which we work with the local industries and universities. So we built that talent pipeline within our city so they're ready to be employed. So when industries come here, they're like, we already have people that are ready to work for you. And we do have incentives for industries to move into our city. Yes, sir.
Congratulations. As a small business, I know it's often said that we are the backbone of the economy, but there's a lot of things happening that's kind of pushing us to the side. Is there anything you are doing currently to help advocate and incentivize small businesses to continue to thrive?
You know, actually that's a great question for the Chamber of Commerce, but I would like to say that we do have this Embark program that we do work from a minority business owners, that we kind of encourage them and empower them to see all of the opportunities that are available to the businesses. And then we have micro grants that are available for businesses to learn and improve and invest in that. And is there anything else you'd like to add?
Right, the Embark, and actually Cassandra's right behind you, and she would be more than happy to tell you about that. It's a 10-week small business dedicated. You did that? And we're looking at other alternatives, and yeah, I'm beginning to recognize who this is. So when we're looking at other exploring things too, we're doing some work around some other expansion, the talent pipeline management, and seeing if we can also take Embark and take it to another level.
Thank you.
Yes, Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl Longsworth, I'm a little over 30-year resident of Rancho Cordova. I love your emphasis on education. Is there anything the city can do to facilitate the creation, or maybe it's something the chamber do, I don't know, between the city and the chamber, to facilitate the creation of internships for our high school students so they can start getting some practical work experience?
Absolutely, that's something that we're working towards. In fact, that's my next conversation right here, and he knows that. So really, we are working with the local companies to build that talent pipeline, as I just mentioned, and that starts with the high schools here. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Debbie Holder with the Rancho Cordova Food Locker. In response to the request for internships, we are always looking for high school models at the Food Locker, so.
Great.
Awesome. Any more connections that I can make here, Dennis? Well, thank you so much for being here. I really, truly appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to an amazing 2025. Thank you.